Kevin Kugler of Westwood One.
Hi, everybody. It's Pete Pranica of the Memphis Grizzlies and Fox Sports Southeast.
This is Danielle Musselman.
This is Kyle Peterson with ESPN. This is Tom Hart of ESPN and the SEC Network. Thanks for tuning in to the Washington Sports Digital Network.
And welcome back to Tiger Volleyball here on the Washita Sports Digital Network. I'm Isaac Bourne, once again joined by my color analyst Cameron Boyd, and we're here at the Sturgis Physical Education Center as the Washita Tigers host conference opponent Southeastern Oklahoma State. And looking into this matchup, you have two teams right around the middle of the conference right now. Southeastern standing at 8-9 on the season and 4-3 in conference. Meanwhile, Washita 3-4 in conference. So the winner of this one will take outright 6th place in the conference this year. Looking into the GAC standings now, you see right now Washita sitting in 7th. Meanwhile, Southeastern sitting in 6th. So, Cameron, you look at a game that's this crucial when it comes to conference seeding, and how did the Tigers approach this one?
I mean, like we talk about all the time, just needing to come in with energy. And, I mean, the Tigers are coming off of a win, but so is Southeastern Oklahoma, so I think it's just going to take fighting from both teams for sure.
And with just a minute away before we have our pregame festivities, let's look into the stats for all these players. Last time out for the Tigers, just about 53 seconds now. The Tigers went on the road last weekend on Thursday and Friday in Oklahoma, first taking on Oklahoma Baptist, where they fell to the Bison 3-1, and then traveled to Bethany, Oklahoma, just going on an Oklahoma trip basically, and took down Southern Nazarene in 5 sets in a weekend last weekend for them that was looked to be very tiring and very time consuming because they had some pretty long games. How did the Tigers keep this weekend a bit shorter here at home?
I think they learned that they had to fight in those games, and that might be something that needs to take place tonight, but it's all about just coming out and starting with good momentum and holding on to that throughout each set. And
now, as the clock goes down before the start of this game, we're going to swing it over to Matthew Branch, the Assistant Director of Communications here at Washita, as he gives the pregame starting lineups and national anthem. So take it away, Matt.
Once again, welcome to the Sturgis Physical Education Center here at Washita University. Tonight's starters. First, the center score on Southeastern Oklahoma State. Outside hitter number 3, Lakura offense. Setter number 7, Ruthie Enforcer. Backside hitter number 8, Faith Kruger. Outside hitter number 10, Denali Mill. Rivera number 12, Patience Woods. Backside hitter number 13, Mixie Morrison. And defensive specialist number 24, Margaret Urzula. Center shoulders over head coach for Cole Saul Mitchell. And now let's get the starters for your Washington Tigers. Junior middle blocker from Campbell, Arkansas, number 4, Haley Fairchild. Sophomore libero from Belleville, Illinois, number 7, Kylie Kiskin. Junior outside hitter from Decatur, Texas, number 9, Kylie Brazil. Sophomore outside hitter from Berlin, Texas, number 13, Kaylee Fidford. Sophomore middle blocker from Crandall, Texas, number 15, Leah Gardner. Junior setter from Arlington, Texas, number 21, Courtney Hanson. And junior right side hitter from Arlington, Texas, number 22, Emily Adams. Your Tigers are led by head coach Allison Frizzell Kaiser. At this time, we're going to see 3 drives and the match for the play of our national anthem.
All right, and with those festivities over, you see both teams shaking hands for this decisive match in the Great American Conference. Like we mentioned, Southeastern Oklahoma State standing at 4-3 in the GAC this season. Meanwhile, Ouachita, the home team, sitting at 3-4. So if Ouachita takes this one, they take 6th in the conference. Meanwhile, if Southeastern takes this one, they move themselves into possible contention for 5th place in the conference. And so, as both teams go to the huddle, Cameron, you've got two teams here. Both of them have had sort of successful conference seasons. Obviously, Southeastern really strong on that front line, led by Denari Mills, the outside hitter from Cypress, Texas. Meanwhile, the Tigers really have shown some strength just about all around, but the main player that we want to look at is Courtney Hansen. 2-time in a row GAC Setter of the Week earlier this season, and now hoping to gain a 3rd one here this week, but standing over in the back for them. How do these teams match up against each other?
I mean, like we always talk about, I think the Tigers have great players all around, but they always have to be prepared to just meet the challenges that other teams are going to bring to them. And like we've talked about, Denari Mills is going to be one of those challenges for them, and so they're just going to have to be ready to adjust to those problems and find new ways to make plays happen.
And you see Mills lining up on the back row for now for the Savage Storm. Meanwhile, Courtney Hansen is going to step up first for the home team and serve. Hansen 3rd in the GAC in service aces per set. And the Savage Storm are going to take the first point of this one as Macy Morrison puts it down right into where the Tigers cannot get it. Now, the libero for this team, Patience Lewis, getting her first chance behind the line. Courtney Hansen setting it up to Thetford. It's sent right back to the Tigers, and Southeastern starts off quickly after the block from Moffitt is going to send it right back towards the Tigers.
Yeah, kind of like I was saying, they've already been met with some challenges, and that's just something that they're going to have to figure out how to adjust to.
Brazil on the dig. Hansen, Leah Gardner. Courtney Hansen set up the middle blocker perfectly, puts it in that back corner, and puts the Tigers on the board tonight. Cameron, we were talking about before the game how, it is a little bit harder to set up that middle blocker, but yeah, Leah Gardner really showing that when they do set her up in that middle, she can really score for this Tiger team.
Yeah, setting up the middle is a little bit more difficult, just placement-wise for the setter, but I think when it comes down to it, when the Tigers set the middle, Leah Gardner is always going to be a reliable hitter there.
And Gardner has already had some attempts in this set, and Riley Brazil sends that attempt just a little bit too far past the back line. Southeastern now up 3-1. And now back to serve for the Savage Storm, number 8, Faith Kruby, junior out of Carthage, Texas. Brazil, Hansen finds Adams, and Emily Adams puts it down on the back.
That was great placement there.
Emily Adams put it into a place where the rest of the Southeastern squad really thought that it could have gone either way, and just finds the line and puts the Tigers up for 2.
I also just want to address how the lineup's a little bit different here. We see Kylie Kisgan as the libero, so I'm excited to see what she does tonight.
Kisgan really been a player that's willing to do just about anything for this Tiger squad this year. She has dove on the ground many times, but at the same time, senior Avery Giles has also been a solid libero, winning JC Defensive Player of the Week. And that time, that one gets away from the Tigers, but, really this Tiger team has so many solid options at libero. Obviously, Giles has been there for most of the season, but Kisgan also stepping up tonight.
Yeah.
But at the same time, on the defense, there's so many players in the future that could really be in that spot. Anne-Marie Tice being one of them as well. Peyton Church also showing that. And a great play by the Tigers. They're staying in this one. Now down just 3-5. Now Peyton Church seeing her first action on the serve. Fielded by Southeastern. On the set, Church, Hansen looks for Brazil. Riley Brazil puts it right in between two Southeastern defenders, and she's going to rack up her first kill of the night. And that serve goes a little bit low for Peyton Church. And they're going to turn it over to Southeastern here. Kisgan, Hansen, Brazil! Riley Brazil puts it right down on the Southeastern defense, and they cannot get to it.
Again, just great placement. I think all the Tiger hitters are just doing a great job at finding exactly where the ball needs to be placed, and it's getting them points.
Brazil on the dig. Hansen. This time it's Haley Fairchild on the kill, spreading the love to just about every player on that front line. The Tigers now have this one all evened up at 6 apiece. Let's see what Southeastern can do here. Just a free shot over the net. Hansen gonna give it to Fairchild again. Church, Hansen
Great recovery there.
puts it right over the net. And Haley Fairchild does it again. The junior has 2 kills in a row now.
I mean, it just feels like back-to-back, one after another. The whole front line is getting them a piece of it. They're going to call a double on Southeastern Oklahoma there.
And that point's credited towards Ouachita. Now Ouachita finds themselves on a sizable run now.
I think it just took them a couple points right at the beginning of the game just to get adjusted, and now you see this energy that they're coming out with and just playing amazingly.
Free shot fielded by Brazil. That one is blocked just enough. And good heads-up play by Southeastern there to put it on that far end corner, and Brazil just cannot reach it in time. Southeastern now puts themselves back on the board after allowing a sizable run for the Tigers. Kisgan, Hansen, she's looking at Thetford, and it's sent right back at her. Good heads-up play by Kisgan to try to get back under it, but just unable to put it up for her team. Now this one, deadlocked at 8. On the serve, that's Forson. Hansen looking at Thetford again. Good recovery by Denari Mills in the back. And that one touched a Ouachita defender, and Southeastern takes that lead right back.
We talked about Denari Mills being one of Southeastern's top hitters, but we're seeing her play in the back row, which means she must be one of their all-around players.
Mills. Good block by Thetford and Fairchild there. Brazil on the dig, and that one just goes way behind the Ouachita bench. Brazil, Hansen, and Fairchild, that one looked like it was going down, but good recovery by Denari Mills.
Good recovery there by Peyton Church.
And Brazil tries to get the hit there, but it's going to go too low. It's going to hit the net. Now Southeastern finds themselves on a run. Just a game of runs here at the Sturgis Physical Education Center. And it goes out. Southeastern's run goes down after the error from Ruthie Forson. And now on the serve is Haley Fairchild. You don't see her back there too often, but getting the chance in the back row now is the junior. Brazil. Hansen gets it to Gardner, and Leah Gardner puts it down. Denari Mills typically has been able to get under those in the back, but Leah Gardner's shot just barely goes and too far in front of her. Fairchild again. Here's Church. Hansen, she's going to give it to Thetford, and Kaylee Thetford puts it on the side, and Denari Mills once again cannot reach it. This one all tied up at 11 now. You're seeing this game really be characterized by its large runs from both teams.
Yeah.
Ouachita with a big one, and then Southeastern with a big one, and then Ouachita with another big one, and now Southeastern takes the lead, hoping to make yet another one of those runs. Now up to serve for the first time today, Andrea Urzua. And Hansen's going to be met right at the net by Mills, and Mills is just going to put it right down on her.
I believe they called a replay on that one.
You don't see something like that too often, where Courtney Hansen gets denied at the net, but that's what happened, and that's what happens when you go up with Denari Mills. But that's what happens when you give it to Leah Gardner. She puts it in the right place at the right time. Gardner has her team tied once again with the Savage Storm. And now Hansen stepping back to serve again. Forson on the set. Great dig by Kisgan. They're going to give it to Thetford. And the block there by Gardner just can't get to it. And the Tigers are going to let 1 point pass them. This one so far been really even.
Yeah, it's a very close-knit game. I mean, both teams have kind of taken a shift, each back and forth, taking runs, but it's very close-knit.
And the star for this Tiger team so far really has been Leah Gardner. Like we mentioned at the start, we really wanted to see if they could get her more opportunities in that middle. And since we've said that, I feel like we spoke it into existence. Yeah. She really has been electric up there.
And I think she's proving exactly why she deserves more opportunities to swing at the ball.
Kisgan. Hansen just going to put it over. Southeastern having some trouble. And Denari Mills almost using a little bit of a bobbled set there to put it over, but just can't get it over the net. I do think that is a good recovery by Mills, because her team not exactly intending for that to be a set, and she uses it as such for a pretty good hit. And that one goes out of bounds, and the Tigers now take a 2-point lead in this set. Here's Giles back to serve. While she's not libero today, she really still will be solid on that back line as a defender. She leads the team in digs this year, and one of the top players in the conference in that category is Emily Adams. She puts it down for the kill.
Yeah, I do think even though Avery Giles isn't in her typical libero position, like you said, she's still contributing. And having Kylie Kisgan in that black jersey is really just preparing for the future of this team. Just showing that they're going to be able to fight in the future.
And Kisgan, only a sophomore, has really been a strong contributor to this Tiger team. And her, along with Kaylee Thedford have really mainly only been the two sophomores that have been mainstays in this lineup. Denari Mills, that's fielded by Kisgan. Hanson's going to give it to Gardner. Leah Gardner with the soft touch. You don't typically see that, but with pretty good placement.
Looked like a little bit of miscommunication there. Just confusion who was going to take that ball. But you can see them, lifting each other up anyways, brushing it off.
This Tiger team, one thing that we've talked about all season is just how tight-knit they are and how well they play together when they're all clicking. And Emily Adams, she shows it right there. Her with her high school teammate Courtney Hanson have an electric connection in that front line. Both Courtney Hanson and Emily Adams both playing high school volleyball at James Martin High School in Arlington, Texas. Now teammates here at Ouachita. Kisgan. And then the free shot. Tigers saved that one. Saving this one too. Brazil on the attack. Kisgan gonna give it to Brazil again. And Kylie Kisgan sets up Riley Brazil very well to put it right down on the opposite side.
That was a great volley there. Both teams just fighting back and forth.
That Tiger team really looked like all was lost 2 times in that volley there, but the Tigers really showing why fighting for it is worth it sometimes. And good placement there by Forsen, finds the back corner. Savage Storm sticking into this one, not letting Ouachita take it easily. And now here's Denari Mills back to serve. Giles fields it. Hanson's going to give it to Fairchild, and that one just goes out of bounds. Haley Fairchild has been a solid force in that front line today, just can't get her hand fully on it there. Here's Mills again. And that one just a little bit too strong on the serve. And the Tigers now just 6 away. As you see Peyton Church subbing in for Emily Adams. And now Church back to serve. Forsen gonna give it to Rocha. And Nolia Rocha gonna take her first kill of the night. Hanson, she's got Brazil, and Riley Brazil doing what she does best in that front line. And I mean, I don't feel like we talk enough about Riley Brazil because she's such a mainstay in this Tiger attack. But she really can do everything and do everything well for this Tiger team, and you don't typically see her go out.
Yeah, I was just about to say, you rarely see her come out of the game, and somehow she still seems to always have energy. So it's nice to see such a energetic and powerful player out there.
And for the Tigers in that last road trip, Brazil led the team in kills for both games, as that time Forsen puts it down in that back corner. And ever since her freshman year, Riley Brazil has really been a solid, not just solid, but lethal attacker in that front line, as that serve goes too long, and the Tigers sit 4 away from taking their first set. An interesting stat, Ouachita only 6-2 at home this season, and only have lost 1 game in GAC play here at Spec. So hoping to maintain that good faith record here. Good back and forth here between both teams. Church, Brazil, Hanson, and Kaylee Thetford finds the back corner, and Denari Mills can't get under it.
And now we're going to see Anne-Marie Tice come in.
This will be her first action of the day, but Tice is really showing how she's a really solid future piece for this Tiger team. And as she goes in, Southeastern is going to take a quick timeout, and so are we as we take a quick break. We'll be right back with you in just about a minute here on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network.
I'm Rex Horn, the Interim Executive Director of the Arkansas Baptist State Convention, and today I'm joined by my friend Dylan, who's an attorney with the Arkansas Baptist Foundation with an important word for you.
The foundation is here to help you support your Ouachita Tigers. If you'd like to create an estate plan that supports Ouachita and its mission or learn about other giving opportunities, please contact us using the information below.
And welcome back to Tiger Volleyball here on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network. I'm Isaac Bourne alongside Cameron Boyd, and we want to thank you for tuning in. In this one, the Tigers hold a 3-point lead over the Savage Storm of Southeastern Oklahoma State University, hoping to take this first set in this home matchup, in a crucial home matchup. Like we talked about earlier, a win for Ouachita here gives them outright 6th place in the conference. Thetford, Hanson, and Leah Gardner doing it again. The sophomore has been on fire today. And here's Anne-Marie Tice stepping back again to serve. The sophomore from Hot Springs has seen some decent time on the court this year. Brazil, Hanson, Thetford, that's sent right back, but Courtney Hanson sends it over, and that point's going to be credited towards the Savage Storm. And right back in is Haley Fairchild. Excuse me, not Fairchild. But now the Tigers sit just 2 away. Savage Storm 5 away. In this one, Thetford, some strength on the hit. Hanson's going to find her again. Whistle blown. Tigers get one more. They get one more, and now they sit just one more away from 25 and taking this one. Meanwhile, the Savage Storm at 20. They're going to call a timeout. But for us, we're going to stay here and talk a little bit about this Tiger performance. Started off a little bit slow, Cameron, but have really picked it up. And while earlier in this set, we saw both teams kind of going back and forth with some strong runs, the Tigers really staking their claim in set number 1. So what have you seen from the team in pink today?
I mean, like you said, they started off pretty slow, but I think it took them some time to just adjust to the level of play that Southeastern Oklahoma was offering them, and they've done that well. I think having a 4-point lead right now is something to be very proud of, and only 1 point away from taking this first set. I just think they need to keep this energy that they have right now and carry it into the next set to be able to continue this lead they have.
And Coach Allison Frizzell-Kaiser, in her 6th season as the Ouachita head coach, has really made a difference for this Tiger team this season, and you've seen that just on the stat sheet. You look at the GAC team stats, and I mean, Ouachita second or better than second in most of these stats. And so on paper, you've got a Ouachita team that has the potential to be one of the best to be the best in the GAC. And while the record so far hasn't shown it, one thing that we failed to mention, Cameron, is that there's just one senior on this team.
Yeah.
They'll be back next year, and even then, this season's still very dangerous, and I would not want to face them in Hot Springs in the GAC championships come next month.
Yeah, I think each time we see them play, we see them improve.
And that time, the Tigers cannot close the set off there. as Southeastern takes the score out of the timeout. Now to serve, number 12, Patience Lewis. Thetford on the dig. They're going to give it right back to her. Good save there by Forson. And Kisgan and Brazil almost run right into each other on the dig, and now Coach Allison Frizzell-Kaiser wants to talk to her team. We're going to take a quick break before the finishing part of this set right here on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network.
I'm Attorney Taylor King. For years, you've heard us say we'll be on your side, by your side.
I'm Attorney Austin King. At Taylor King Law, we stand by that promise.
And I'm Attorney Maggie King Davis. I'm proud to be a part of a team of dedicated professionals who are prepared
to be on your side and by your side when you need us most.
If you've been injured, contact the Taylor King Law Firm.
And we, and more, will be on your side, by your side.
And welcome back to some more Tiger Volleyball here on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network. I would tell you that I'm Isaac Bourne and she's Cameron Boyd, but I feel like in these past couple scores I've told you that about 2 or 3 times due to all the timeouts going on recently. So as Patience Lewis, the libero for this Savage Storm team, steps up, Coach Allison Frizzell-Kaiser hopes that her team can close them out with just one final score here in set number 1. Hansen looks at Thetford, and Thetford does exactly that. And you know, Cameron, it's been a really great time, but guys, we're gonna have to take another quick break as we will be right back with you for set number 2's action in just a couple minutes here on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network.
Captain Henderson House. We're a home to call your very own when you're away from yours, with a porch to end your night on, surrounded by friends, sharing stories and old times, and a yard with memories of summertime weddings and picnics after the game. We are so thankful for the life this house has seen for nearly 150 years. Come stay with us and join in on our stories. Captain Henderson House, Inn and Events.
Make Print Mania in downtown Arkadelphia your place to get embroidery, screen printing, trophies, and more. Drop by their store on Main Street in downtown Arkadelphia or visit their website at printmaniatees.com to see how they can help your business or group. Need a shirt for an event? Let Print Mania take care of that. Need promotional materials for your business or organization? You can let Print Mania take care of that too. A family-run local business in Arkadelphia, Print Mania has been serving the public since 1992. Call Print Mania today, 870-246-3803.
Whether you realize it or not, you see the work of Bats and Signs all around Arkadelphia. When you see the Badger equipment trailer on the way to a Badger game, Bats and Signs did that. When you're watching the Badgers, Tigers, or Reddies and see the signage that just really makes their facilities pop, Bats and Signs did that too. You see the signage in downtown Arkadelphia, on the campuses of Ouachita and Henderson, or the sign in your neighbor's yard supporting a candidate or their favorite Badger? Yep, Bats and Sign did that too. Longtime residents and supporters of all things Arkadelphia called Mark, Jared, Chris, or Ryan at Bats and Signs today to see what they can do for you.
At Berry & Turnage, we specialize in bringing the law to your corner. We are dedicated to understanding what results you want and to helping you understand what actions we can take on your behalf. With over 30 years of experience and a proven track record of success, Berry & Turnage is here to lead you down a path to the results you need. We will work with you every step of the way to make sure that you understand the choices you are making and feel empowered to make them. Berry & Turnage. Serious injuries require serious attorneys.
Visit the Ouachita campus store for all your Tiger apparel, merchandise, and gifts. If you need something to wear to show your Tiger pride, stop by the Ouachita campus store on the bottom floor of the Evans Student Center to grab a t-shirt, sweatshirt, polo, or more. If you can't stop by the store on campus, visit us online at bookstore.obu.edu. Make your purchase and we'll send it to you. Support the Tigers by checking out the Ouachita campus store. Go Tigers.
And welcome back to Tiger Volleyball here on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network. I'm Isaac Bourne, joined by my color analyst, Cameron Boyd, and the Tigers take their first set of the night here at home, putting themselves on a good trajectory to pick up their fourth home win in a row here at the Sturgis Physical Education Center. And now Courtney Hansen standing by, talking to the referee. Just the voice of this Ouachita team, and you'll see it later, just Courtney Hansen being loud and proud for her teammates, showing why she is almost the de facto leader for this team. Hansen's gonna just put it right up. Some trickery, and barely recovering is Southeastern. But Ouachita is gonna get themselves their first score. And there's Hansen, the one who was responsible for that last score. And Cameron, talking about Courtney Hansen, she's a strong leader for this team. Obviously, you see it all the time. The voice of this squad. And what does it mean to have someone like that for a volleyball squad?
I mean, leadership is something any team needs, so I think it just helps keep up the energy of the team as a whole and just keeps everyone excited.
And that is for sure, as Hansen just picked up her first service ace on that last serve, and on this one, they put it right down on Leah Gardner. Not a very familiar sight for her, as Leah Gardner, one of the stronger players in the Great American Conference. Here's Denari Mills on the serve. Mills, other than being a strong backline player for Southeastern today, second in the Great American Conference in kills this season. She's second, but tied for first in total kills with 264 on the season. Just absolutely killing it in that front line when she gets up there. Here's Avery Jowls, 3 serving 1. And Jowls just a little too strong on that serve, gonna go over and back past that Southeastern back line. Now here's Makira Moffitt. Brazil. And that one put down that time by Macy Morrison, the junior out of Bandera, Texas. And Southeastern finds themselves right at a deadlock again with the Tigers. Kisgan. Brazil, she's gonna give it up to Adams. What a dig by Jowls! Avery Jowls' dig goes perfectly to Emily Adams, and Adams puts it right where it needs to be for the Tigers to take their lead right back. And here is Kylie Kisgan on the serve. Kisgan herself pretty strong from behind that line as well. Consistently one of the top players in service aces per set as well in the GAC. Brazil, nice dig. And the Tigers unable to get on top of it there as Southeastern puts it right back up at 4-4. And Cameron, this set you're seeing more of the same, both of these teams kind of being deadlocked. So what does either team have to do to claim an advantage here?
I mean, I've seen several communication errors, I think. So that's something that can definitely be cut back on. But I liked the energy that I saw in the last set, just both teams showing aggression. And I think they just need to find that again.
And Brazil puts it over there. Good volley between both teams. And Jowls is unable to get to it on the ground, and Southeastern takes their first lead of this set. On the serve, here's Forson. Hansen gonna give it up to Adams. Emily Adams finds the back corner. Ouachita front line doing what it does best again. Emily Adams, that's her fifth kill of the game. She's tied for first on her team with Leah Gardner and Kaylee Thetford. Mills digs it. They're gonna give it up on that front line. Denari Mills fakes like she's going to go strong on it, and then just softly puts it right in the middle of the Tiger attack.
Again, with this game just being very back and forth, just no team has been able to take a noticeable lead in this set.
In Southeastern, one thing they've really tried to do is not just put it right down on Ouachita. And, soft touches on the hits have really been something that both teams have tried to focus on. And Hansen finds that line. It looked from over here that it was going out, but Courtney Hansen, just perfect placement, and just shows why she's really good on just about any aspect of this game. And Brazil picks up the service ace there, and the Tigers take the lead. And wow, what a play by Southeastern. It looked almost lost there after Forsen put it up. But then Denari Mills, the soft touch on the hit, puts it just where Ouachita can't find it. And now we're all evened up at 7 apiece.
Denari Mills is really showing just how valuable soft touches can be as well as hits, but it doesn't always take a full swing to get the point.
And that serve's going to hit the net. Ouachita claims back their lead. Here's Fairchild back once again to serve. Forsen, going to give it to her front line. Good dig by Hansen. They're going to give it to Thetford. And that time, it's going to find the back line. Great play there by Kruby. By Kruby to find it. And that time, Kruby's serve going to go a little low. Courtney Hansen back to serve. She has one service ace, going for 2. Denari Mills' shot is blocked. They're going to give it to Emily Adams. And great placement by Southeastern there. Puts it on the far side. Now we're all deadlocked at 9. Southeastern trails 8-9 here. Now up to serve for the first time today, Amaya Constantino. And a little sloppy of a dig there by Thetford is going to tie this one up for Southeastern. Southeastern takes the lead. Bit of a scoreboard issue that last time.
I think there was a little bit of just miscommunication on that last one there.
And Constantino, that serve is going to go a little bit too far to the right. Now Avery Zhao is going to get the serve again. This one tied up at 10. Zhao's miscommunication by Southeastern, somehow put over the net.
Yeah, great recovery.
And Emily Adams takes advantage of the miscommunication between Southeastern and finds the middle of the court. Zhao's 11 serving 10. And once again, Southeastern recovers after a miscommunication issue. And they're going to turn that one into a score on the kill that time. Nolia Rocha, redshirt senior out of San Antonio, Texas. That is 4 kills for her. And Brazil finds that back corner. Both teams trading kills here now. Here was Rocha, then it was Brazil. Brazil picks up her 5th kill of the day. And Kisgan with the left arm on the serve. And miscommunication once again for Southeastern. This time they're going to pay for it as they're going to give Kisgan her first service ace of the day. Patience Lewis sets up Rocha. And Kylie Kisgan tries to recover to get that one over the net.
Great effort there.
And Kisgan is known for that effort all the time. Obviously, being the libero, you have to put in a lot. Get on the floor for a lot of digs, but Kisgan showing there why she is in that libero position. Gives it to Rocha. That one goes over Kisgan, and they're going to give the point to Southeastern, but they're going to say Kisgan tipped it. So Southeastern does take it, and they're going to tie it up at 13. Ouachita gets a little upset after that one, but Kisgan eventually is just going to say, yeah, I touched it.
I mean, at that point, you just have to brush it off and move on to the next play.
And now here a little bit of questioning between the referees as to where that point is going. They originally give it to Ouachita, but it's going to turn over to Southeastern, and they're going to take the lead here. Getting a little bit later in this set, Ouachita yet to pull away, but Southeastern now trying to do that. Forsen, filled by Giles. Hansen looking at Adams. Emily Adams puts it down. She's got 7 kills today.
Yeah, she's done a great job on the front row today, being our leading hitter.
And Emily, I continue to say it, but the Courtney Hansen to Emily Adams connection, almost flawless. Been playing together now for just about 7 seasons. You kind of expect that between high school teammates.
Yeah, I definitely think that gives them a little bit of an advantage there.
Kisgan, nice dig. Zhao's going to give it up to Brazil. Good recovery by the Tigers. And Rocha with the power on the hit. Just you can't do anything with that as it's going to go behind the Tiger bench, just unable to be fielded at all. Now up to serve, Andrea Urzua. And Urzua is going to send that one too far, and that's going to keep Southeastern from taking a lead too far into this one. Tied at 15 now, Brazil. And Brazil going to send that one out of bounds. Both teams trading service errors now. Hoping to clean that up are both teams. Here's Patience Lewis, the Southeastern libero now. Brazil, Hansen, she's going to give it to Thetford. That one barely stays on Ouachita's side. Thetford's going to do it again, though. Giving it to Mills. And Denari Mills showing why she's one of the top talents on that front line in the GAC. Puts it down again on Ouachita. Denari Mills taking her 4th kill in the game. Lewis, Church, Hansen, and Fairchild just nearly picked up another one there. Good dig by Peyton Church. And the Tigers stay in this one. Good set to Mills, and good block by Hansen and Fairchild. But nonetheless, the Savage Storm taking a noticeable advantage in this one as Ouachita calls a timeout. We're going to take a timeout as well, and we will be right back with you here on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network.
Visit the Ouachita campus store for all your Tiger apparel, merchandise, and gifts. If you need something to wear to show your Tiger pride, stop by the Ouachita campus store on the bottom floor of the Evans Student Center to grab a t-shirt, sweatshirt, polo, or more. If you can't stop by the store on campus, visit us online at bookstore.obu.edu. Make your purchase and we'll send it to you. Support the Tigers by checking out the Ouachita campus store. Go Tigers.
And welcome back to the Sturgis Physical Education Center for some more Tiger volleyball action here on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network. I'm Isaac Bourne, joined by Cameron Boyd. And Southeastern with a noticeable advantage in this one, up 18-15 over the hosting Ouachita Tigers. Hoping to change the tides here is the team led by Coach Allison Frizzell-Kaiser, but not on that one as Thetford's attack is blocked right to where Ouachita can't get it, and now Southeastern with their biggest lead this set. And now you see Coach Frizzell-Kaiser subbing in some of her bench players as Courtney Hansen's going to take a seat. You know, Cameron, usually when Coach Frizzell-Kaiser puts Hill and puts players like Mac Bidwell in, it usually means that she's relinquishing the set. But how does this young roster stay in this one, and even though they're down 5, keep their head up?
I mean, they just have to realize that this is their opportunity. I mean, Coach Allison Frizzell-Kaiser is giving them the chance to show her why they deserve to be on the court, and so they just have to seize this opportunity and show her what they can do.
And Mac Bidwell, the freshman setter for the Tigers, so far looks to be Courtney Hansen's replacement after the junior is done here. But, you know, with Hansen still another season in front of her, Bidwell showing that she can really be a good backup setter for this Tiger team and learning from one of the best in the conference. And then on top of that, Emma Hill, I feel like I mention this every broadcast, but, you know, star from Greenbrier, Arkansas, joins another star from Greenbrier, Arkansas right across the broadcasting table from me, as Cameron is also from Greenbrier. But Cameron, looking at this Tiger roster, obviously you see some youth, really, with Brazil and Fairchild being the only 2 upperclassmen in this lineup. You know, what does, you know, a younger lineup bring as an advantage to this Tiger team?
I mean, it's just good to see. It means that the future of this team, I mean, that there is a future. You know, they're going to be able to play without the players that they have now.
And Bidwell showing that there sets up Emma Hill perfectly for her first kill of the game. And Emma Hill, well, I mean, might as well call her Emma Hill as she gets one there in her first tonight. And now Fairchild on the serve.
And I will say about Emma Hill, each time I've seen her come into the game, she comes in and right off the bat gets herself a kill. So I just think she's proving to herself out there.
Hill sends that one a little bit low. And now Riley Brazil remains as the only upperclassman on this roster, as Leah Gardner, as many don't really see her as such, you know, she plays with the talent of an upperclassman, as that one goes right into the middle of Ouachita territory. Southeastern takes themselves a 5-point lead in set number 2. You know, the Tigers look like they're going to have to fight for this one after taking that first set rather easily.
And they are still in it. It's just a matter of cleaning up these mistakes that they're making.
And Bidwell sets up Gardner perfectly. Every time Leah Gardner puts it down, I feel like she puts it down strong, as now Coach Allison Frizzell-Kaiser says, hold up, wait a minute, I'm going to put my starters back in here, as now they've got themselves some momentum, hoping to continue on to that. Hansen on the serve. And that momentum continues. Some strength up front by the sophomore. Gardner does it again.
And even though they weren't in the game for long, I do think that Mac Bidwell and Emma Hill still had an impact on it. And the more that they get to do that, the more that they're going to get to prove themselves.
Hansen, the serve, really strong server. And good awareness there by Kisgan to get on top of it. Just no one behind her to help. And now Southeastern, 5-point lead here. Let's see what the Tigers can do as far as mounting a comeback. But their room for error shortening more and more as this set continues on. They're just 2 away as Constantino serves it. Brazil. Hansen's going to set up Gardner. And good placement there by Forsen to put her team just one away. And now Avery Giles is going to sub in for Thedford.
I think there was a little bit of conflict there, and they ended up calling that point for Ouachita.
And that's exactly what they did. And now Tigers 4 away from tying it up. Still got some work to do, but we've seen them come back from harder deficits.
And I think they need to use that call to their advantage, and that's what they're doing, it appears.
And you see Brazil doing it again. Her team's got 20. The scoreboard says that the Tigers trail 24-20 after, many of us thought it was 23-20, but nevertheless, Tigers still very little room for error, and they're really playing like it. Emily Adams, impact play there. Now the Tigers sit 4 away against a team that's 1 away. So no room for error. This is where champions are made, Cameron, as Coach Allison Frizzell-Kaiser asking a lot out of her team, but her team has shown that they can step up to that. And Courtney Hansen going to greet her sophomore libero there, hoping to keep her team in this one, as yes, like we said, the scoreboard goes back down to 23-21. So a little bit more room for error as Giles serves it. Forsen going to give it to Rocha. That one's
Great block there.
Hansen, or Adams on the dig. And Brazil! The Tigers continue to battle back into this one, and now they trail by just 1. After many thought that this would be the end, Southeastern calls a timeout as the Tigers just 3 away against the Southeastern Savage Storm 2 away. And as they take a break, we're going to take a quick one as well, as we will be right back with you for some exciting volleyball action here on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network.
I'm Attorney Taylor King. For years, you've heard us say we'll be on your side, by your side.
I'm Attorney Austin King. At Taylor King Law, we stand by that promise.
And I'm attorney Maggie King Davis. I'm proud to be a part of a team of dedicated professionals who are prepared
to be on your side and by your side when you need us most.
If you've been injured, contact the Taylor King Law Firm.
And we, and more, will be on your side, by your side.
And welcome back to some more Tiger volleyball action. You know, if you tuned in just about 5 minutes ago, we'd have you a much different story.
Yeah.
But now the Tigers trail by just 1 late into set number 2, hoping that they can fully complete this comeback that they really started after trailing 18-23. And now they trail just 22-23 as Avery Giles, the consistent server in the back, serves it. Good recovery by Southeastern. Adams. Hansen gonna give it back to Adams. And Southeastern lets it past them, and the Tigers have tied this one back up.
That was a great fight at the net there.
And the Ouachita crowd, you can hear them now. Just both teams sitting 2 away after Ouachita really thought that this one had gotten away from them here. Good block. Adams sent right back at her.
Ooh.
And Southeastern gonna take their first point in a while, as now they take their lead right back. They don't want to let Ouachita take this one easily, as they refuse to let the Ouachita run go on any longer. And the serve by Moffitt goes low, and now this one is not gonna end on one more score.
No.
Someone has to score 2 more now. Kisgan puts it towards the far side. great hit there by Macy Morrison on that front line, and Southeastern takes the advantage here, but they still need another score to win this set. Good dig there. Lewis gives it up to Rocha.
Another great dig.
Lewis is going to give it this time, and that one goes out of bounds, and the Tigers just barely fall there to the Savage Storm. A strong and hard-fought set is going to go to the away team in that one. Heartbreaker for the Tigers, but let's see. We will see if they can recover in just a couple minutes here on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network.
Captain Henderson House. We're a home to call your very own when you're away from yours, with a porch to end your night on, surrounded by friends, sharing stories and old times, and a yard with memories of summertime weddings and picnics after the game. We are so thankful for the life this house has seen for nearly 150 years. Come stay with us and join in on our stories. Captain Henderson House, Inn and Events.
I'm Rex Horn, the Interim Executive Director of the Arkansas Baptist State Convention, and today I'm joined by my friend Dylan, who is an attorney with the Arkansas Baptist Foundation, with an important word for you.
The foundation is here to help you support your Ouachita Tigers. If you'd like to create an estate plan that supports Ouachita and its mission, or learn about other giving opportunities, please contact us using the information below.
Make Print Mania in downtown Arkadelphia your place to get embroidery, screen printing, trophies, and more. Drop by their store on Main Street in downtown Arkadelphia or visit their website at printmaniatees.com to see how they can help your business or group. Need a shirt for an event? Let Print Mania take care of that. Need promotional materials for your business or organization? You can let Print Mania take care of that too. A family-run local business in Arkadelphia, Print Mania has been serving the public since 1992. Call Print Mania today, 870-246-3803.
At Berry & Turnage, we specialize in bringing the law to your corner. We are dedicated to understanding what results you want and to helping you understand what actions we can take on your behalf. With over 30 years of experience and a proven track record of success, Berry & Turnage is here to lead you down a path to the results you need. We will work with you every step of the way to make sure that you understand the choices you are making and feel empowered to make them. Berry & Turnage. Serious injuries require.
Whether you realize it or not, you see the work of bats and signs all around Arkadelphia. When you see the Badger equipment trailer on the way to a Badger game, Bats and Signs did that. When you're watching the Badgers, Tigers, or Reddies and see the signage that just really makes their facilities pop, Bats and Signs did that too. You see the signage in downtown Arkadelphia, on the campuses of Ouachita and Henderson, or the sign in your neighbor's yard supporting a candidate or their favorite Badger? Yep, Bats and Sign did that too. Longtime residents and supporters of all things Arkadelphia called Mark, Jared, Chris, or Ryan at Bats and Signs today to see what they can do for you.
And welcome back to some more Tiger Volleyball on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network. I'm Isaac Bourne, joined by my colorist once again, Cameron Boyd. And that last set was a thriller.
It was for sure. It was a hard fight for both teams.
And Southeastern taking that last one, having to go into some extra points there, but took it 26-24 after the Tigers battled back from 18 to 23 down. And now, serving it to start the set will be for the Tigers, old reliable setter, Courtney Hansen. Thetford on the dig. Hansen going to give it to Gardner. And great placement there by Southeastern's own Makira Moffitt. And now here's Denari Mills back to serve. Her team has the 1-point advantage here. Brazil, Hansen, Adams just barely keeps it in. Oh, and good dig by Brazil, and they're going to keep that one alive. Great effort by the Tigers to keep it alive, and now they're continuing this volley. And Leah Gardner puts it down. What an effort by the sophomore.
One thing you can always count on from her is just great defense on the net, and she'll continue to show that over and over.
And man, after Brazil went down for that dig, it was going straight on, and I thought that that was the end of the volley, but just her team got behind her and somehow kept it alive, and the Tigers evened it up at 1 apiece now. And Southeastern can't get it over the net, and Ouachita takes their first lead of set number 3. And now here's Avery Giles. She was behind the line for that insane 6-0 run for the Tigers in the last set, and she gets a dig there, now sending it over on the free shot is Brazil. Serving it up. Good block by the Tigers. Now back to Brazil. And both Kisgan and Giles get on the floor for that one, but just great placement by Southeastern. And they're going to even it up at 2 again. These two teams have been battling today. And that serve by Moffitt goes too far. And Cameron, looking at this matchup, I mean, you've just seen two teams that both care more than anything about getting the win tonight. And, you know, how does that really contribute to just a fun game, but at the same time, just like an overall, like, good skilled game up to this point?
I mean, it's entertaining to watch, and it can almost be stressful, just the back and forth points, but it makes it fun to watch, just with both teams showing so much aggression and excitement.
And aggression is exactly what junior Haley Fairchild has as she puts it down, giving the Tigers a 4-2 advantage. And that time, Forsen is going to give it up there.
That was a little bit of a trick play there. We were expecting her to set it. She goes up for the swing. I think that was a great play by her.
Hansen to Brazil. And that one glazed the hand of Southeastern. And that's going to go as a kill for Riley Brazil. She has 9 tonight, leading the team outright now.
And right behind her, Leah Gardner, who's also proven to be very reliable tonight.
And Peyton Church gets under it there. Just no one else to support her on the dig. And now in for the Savage Storm again, Andrea Urzua, the junior out of Katy, Texas. Here's Urzua. Kisgan on the dig. Hansen's going to give it up to Brazil. And great play there by Fairchild, making Southeastern bobble it around there. And Ouachita has come out in this third set. Many thought that they would kind of be a little bit demoralized after losing after a big run, but they've come out with energy, and they've really taken a little bit of an advantage, but that time Southeastern doesn't want to let them have it back. On the block is Faith Kruby, junior out of Carthage, Texas.
I do think, though, that we're seeing more of the Ouachita team that we saw in the first set.
Here's Lewis on the serve. Hansen's going to give it up to Fairchild. Great recovery by the Savage Storm. Fairchild thought she had herself a kill there. Church finds Thetford. And puts it right down. And Brazil did all that she could, but just cannot recover from the strength of the Savage Storm that time, all knotted up at 6 apiece. Here's Patience Lewis. And that one goes a little bit too far, too much strength on the serve for the junior libero out of Pearland, Texas. And here now is Kylie Kisgan up to serve with her left hand. Forcing, and Peyton Church just can't get a hand on it, and the kill credited to Faith Kruby. Kruby's been having herself a set so far. That's 2 kills for her. And now she's going to serve. Brazil, Hansen, and Leah Gardner had some strength on that one, just couldn't control it and keep it into inbounds. And that's going to send Kruby back behind the line. Hansen, she's looking at Gardner again, and Leah Gardner doesn't let down this time. The sophomore finds it where no one else can. And Leah Gardner, the sophomore out of Crandall, Texas, showing up and showing out tonight. That's 9 kills for her. Hansen on the serve, and that's going to be credited as an ace for the junior. That's 2 for her today. Kruby had a good opportunity to send it over on a 3 shot, but it just does not go over the net. And Kruby, this time on the free shot, goes over. Brazil, Hansen, and Gardner just can't control it well enough in the air, and that one goes right back to the Savage Storm. Southeastern's Brazil. This time it's Emily Adams. Courtney Hansen. I mean, what a luxury for her to have in front of her Leah Gardner and then right behind her Emily Adams. You really can't go wrong with either choice. And that time Hansen decided to go with her high school teammate, and it paid off big time, giving the Tigers right back the lead.
Right, the whole front row of the Washita team is just so reliable that any hitter you choose to set up, they're probably going to get a kill.
And originally that one goes down as a service ace for Jows, but the referee looks at it again and gives it to Southeastern. Brazil, they're going to give it up to Gardner. And Leah Gardner, it's really hard to take one of her serves, to take one of her attacks, but that time Southeastern's going to get one.
Yeah, that was a great recovery there.
And Courtney Hansen. Wow, you don't see that too often. The foot, off the foot of Kruby there, excuse me, off the foot of Constantino, and they're looking over it. I originally thought that the score went towards the Savage Storm, but after some redeliberation, Leah Gardner is going to serve it for the Tigers. Hansen, Jows, she's looking at Adams. And the block by Haley Fairchild puts Nolia Rocha, her shot right back at her, and the Savage Storm now down by 1. Leah Gardner. Jows. Hansen sets up Brazil. Leah Gardner. What a nice dig. Great recovery for the Tigers, but they just can't get back in place in time, and Southeastern uses that to their advantage. We've seen some excitement in this midseason conference matchup as Jows dives for it, and they're able to get that one over. And that time it's Faith Kruby showing on the attack.
And just like we've seen this whole match, just the game is very back and forth with no team really taking much of a noticeable lead.
Rocha, she thought she had something in the far corner. What a save by Fairchild. Both teams battling for it, and the Tigers are going to come on top in that one. I don't know how in the world Haley Fairchild was able to put enough spin on that one to save the Tigers there, but it pays off big time, and now we're still knotted up here. And a little bit of miscommunication there for Ouachita, and Southeastern goes up 14-13, nearing closer and closer to that 25. Neither team really showing any noticeable advantages. Hansen sends it to Brazil, but it's sent right back down. And the Tigers now trail by 2. Southeastern trying to pull away here. Now the serve once again going to Andrea Urzua. Here's Urzua, fielded by Jows. Hansen looking at Brazil. Soft touch goes right past Lewis from Southeastern. And Riley Brazil is going to be the second player on her team to reach double-digit kills on the night. Urzua fields it, puts it over. Church is going to take it. Thetford. Denari Mills sends it over. Both teams trying some trickeration here. Hansen finding Thetford. Staying alive is the Savage Storm. Brazil. Hansen. Lewis. Great back and forth between both teams. They're going to give it up to Mills. Great recovery by Kisgan. Church gives it to Thetford. And that one hits the back line. Sophomore Kaylee Thetford skies up and puts it down. What a way to do it, too.
That was a great fight there by both teams, and just a great ending there by Kaylee Thetford.
Southeastern coach Nicole Sola-Mitchell not happy with that one, but nonetheless, Riley Brazil lines up to serve. Thetford. Hansen! Courtney Hansen showing she can do the same thing as all her teammates have done all night. Courtney Hansen with the strength in the middle, and she is going to take a kill there. That's 4 for her tonight.
I mean, she just does it all.
Courtney Hansen, while she may not have the hops of many of her teammates to her sides in that front line, she has the strength and then some, and showing it there. Patience Lewis. And Thetford, nice strength on the kill, but Southeastern uses that against her, sending it right back to the Tiger backline and down.
Yeah, Southeastern just has a really strong block on that outside, and it's something the Ouachita outside hitters are going to have to learn to work around.
And that time, Thetford gets it right back. 17 apiece. And now here's Kisgan, left-handed serve.
And the fan.
And the fan works as the Tigers' 7th man once again here at the Sturgis Physical Education Center. And the Tigers now take a lead late into this set. Kisgan back to serve again. Free shot goes to Church. Hanson. And Leah Gardner, the strength used against her again.
Just same thing with that block. Southeastern just has a strong block across the front row, and that's just something Ouachita hitters are going to have to find a way around, which for the most part they've done well.
Brazil, Hanson, and Bedford puts it down, and Southeastern sends it back on her, but it's going out of bounds this time. Ouachita now, it was slightly in Southeastern's lead earlier, now it's slightly in Ouachita's advantage, and now they're going to look to keep that and try to build upon it, but that time, no good, as that time Ruthie Forson has it there.
I think she's one that the Tigers really need to watch. She's gotten them on several trick plays now, and so I think she's one to look out for.
And Forson has been a strong setter as well for this Southeastern squad. And Hanson there almost getting Southeastern in the back corner, and that time Ruthie Forson, we were just talking well about her, but the set just goes to the wrong place, which is right into the net. And the Tigers are the first to hit 20 in this set, and they're looking to be the first to hit 25 as well as Giles serves it. And that one on the hit from Makira Moffitt. Southeastern thought they had that score, but the referees credit it to the Tigers as it touches the ground in the black. Southeastern once again not happy about that one, as now the Tigers take a 2-point lead late into this set. Looking for Rocha, and Rocha once again hits it out of bounds. Southeastern continues with the errors, and they're going to call a break, as now that Ouachita has a 3-point lead. We're going to take one as well. And so we'll be back with you in just a couple seconds here on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network.
At Berry and Turnage, we specialize in bringing the law to your corner. We are dedicated to understanding what results you want and to helping you understand what actions we can take on your behalf. With over 30 years of experience and a proven track record of success, Berry and Turnage is here to lead you down a path to the results you need. We will work with you every step of the way to make sure that you understand the choices you are making and feel empowered to make them. Berry and Turnage. Serious injuries require serious attorneys.
Visit the Ouachita campus store for all your Tiger apparel, merchandise, and gifts. If you need something to wear to show your Tiger pride, stop by the Ouachita campus store on the bottom floor of the Evans Student Center to grab a t-shirt, sweatshirt, polo, or more. If you can't stop by the store on campus, visit us online at bookstore.obu.edu. Make your purchase and we'll send it to you. Support the Tigers by checking out the Ouachita campus store. Go Tigers.
And welcome back to more Tiger Volleyball here on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network. I'm Isaac Bourne, and right next to me is Cameron Boyd. And the Tigers now claim one of their biggest leads in this third set, going up 22-19 after Nolia Rocha hits it out of bounds on the hit. And now Giles serves it for a Tiger team hoping to take it. Southeastern stays alive there. Kisgan going to give it up to Adams. And Hanson just nearly hits our camera down there. Shout out to Phil Bird manning it. The freshman out of Little Rock has really been a solid recruit for us at Ouachita. Brazil, the kill there, fielded well by Southeastern. Giles gives it to Emily Adams. Once again, fielded well, but it has to go over on a free shot. Southeastern just taking the blows that the Tigers give them, but this time just not there at the right time as Macy Morrison can't get it up and over the net. The Tigers sit just 2 away, but we've seen them in the opposite situation before, hoping not to let that be them, as Southeastern had themselves a 23-20 lead last set and allowed Ouachita to battle back to 24. Rocha blocked. And that time, what a block by Haley Fairchild. She really has been strong in that front line. And she was, just 2 weeks ago, was Ouachita's submission for Defensive Player of the Week. And while Fairchild doesn't play too much on that back line, her defense on that front line is why she is such a strong defender. I mean, she racks up more blocks than just about anyone on this Ouachita squad. Tonight, Fairchild has 2 block assists, leading her team, and that time it's going to go down on the Tigers. But Ouachita now sitting just 1 away, just needs 1 score to take the 2-1 lead.
And like we said, they only need 1 to take this set here, but we've seen how fast the game of volleyball can change.
Giles looking at Brazil. And Fairchild is just going to take it back. And Haley Fairchild, the junior out of Cabot, Arkansas, is going to take the set for the Tigers. And they take themselves a 2-1 lead with it into set number 4. And what a way to end it there as we take ourselves a quick break. And we'll be back with you in just a couple minutes here on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network.
I'm Attorney Taylor King. For years, you've heard us say we'll be on your side, by your side.
I'm Attorney Austin King. At Taylor King Law, we stand by that promise.
And I'm attorney Maggie King Davis. I'm proud to be a part of a team of dedicated professionals who are prepared
to be on your side and by your side when you need us most.
If you've been injured, contact the Taylor King Law Firm.
And we, and more, will be on your side, by your side.
Captain Henderson House. We're a home to call your very own when you're away from yours, with a porch to end your night on, surrounded by friends, sharing stories and old times, and a yard with memories of summertime weddings and picnics after the game. We are so thankful for the life this house has seen for nearly 150 years. Come stay with us and join in on our stories. Captain Henderson House, Inn and Events.
I'm Rex Horn, the Interim Executive Director of the Arkansas Baptist State Convention, and today I'm joined by my friend Dylan, who's an attorney with the Arkansas Baptist Foundation, with an important word for you.
The foundation is here to help you support your Ouachita Tigers. If you'd like to create an estate plan that supports Ouachita and its mission, or learn about other giving opportunities, please contact us using the information below.
Make Print Mania in downtown Arkadelphia your place to get embroidery, screen printing, trophies, and more. Drop by their store on Main Street in downtown Arkadelphia or visit their website at printmaniatees.com to see how they can help your business or group. Need a shirt for an event? Let Print Mania take care of that. Need promotional materials for your business or organization? You can let Print Mania take care of that too. A family-run local business in Arkadelphia, Print Mania has been serving the public since 1992. Call Print Mania today, 870-246-3803.
And welcome back to some more Tiger volleyball action here on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network. I'm Isaac Bourne, joined once again by Cameron Boyd. And the Tigers taking that last set 25-21, as now they sit themselves on a 2-1 lead here at home, hoping to take this set and take the game, and bringing their record at home here at the Sturgis Physical Education Center to 7-2 on the season. The only two Tiger losses at home this year have been, first, a thriller to Mississippi College in the Tiger Invitational to begin this season, and then to Southern Arkansas in their first game in GAC play. But here the Tigers hoping to stave off any type of Savage Storm momentum. And one thing we've seen this game, Cameron, has just been the play of, I wanted to say Emily Adams, but Emily Adams, Leah Gardner, Riley Brazil, really all of these players. Leah Gardner has 9 kills, but she's also got herself a solo block.
Yeah.
And so talking about this strong front line, I feel like we talk about it every night, but just, showing again. There's Leah Gardner on the kill. Cameron, what have you not seen from this Tiger front line tonight?
It's like they can do it all. And it's nice to see every frontline player getting themselves a kill and just being aggressive, and I think it really contributes to the team as a whole.
Lewis, nice setup there for Mills. They credit the score to the Tigers as Denari Mills was looking for the tip. And the referees say, no, I was just out. Emily Adams, nice dig there, and the Tigers are able to get it over. And a little bit of a trickeration for Ruthie Forson, the graduate student out of Denton, Texas, home of the Warhawks of North Texas. The North Texas Mean Green. Gives it to Gardner, fielded well by Patience Lewis. And that time Brazil gets a hand on it, and it's going to go out of bounds. Ruthie Forson, while she is a setter, showing just like Courtney Hansen that she can put it down as well.
And like I said, she's gotten them with several trick plays, and she's one that the Tigers really need to look out for.
And Kaylee Thetford adding to the sophomore talent this team already has with her and Gardner in that front line. Thetford's got 9 kills. And now Avery Jowls up to serve. Gives it to Rocha. And Jowls gets under it, but just not enough. And we're tied at 3 apiece now. Serving it, Makira Moffitt. Kisgan, Hansen, Emily Adams, some strength there. Kisgan, Hansen gives it back to Adams. Hansen this time giving it to Gardner. The Tigers looking for something. Hansen gives it right back to Adams. Is she going to claim it as a kill? No, the free shot. And finally, Emily Adams does it. She really wanted a kill, and Courtney Hansen wanted to give it to her. She goes 1, can't get it. She goes 2, can't get it. And like they always say, third time's the charm.
Yeah.
Emily Adams takes it there. And just looking at Adams tonight, look at that hitting percentage. She has 35.5%. She's connected on 12 of her 31, the best on her team. As Hansen finds the line that time, Ouachita going up 5-3.
Some excitement on the bench there as well. Had some resuscitations going on.
And I'm sure that these Ouachita players would be glad to go to bed early tonight. Hansen's going to give it back to Adams, and Adams takes it again. Adams got 13 kills tonight, Emily Adams.
I mean, she is just not letting up. Time after time, she gets herself a kill.
Emily Adams, last season, finishing all GAC, and this year, she wants it again. And from this Ouachita team, you see so many players making a bid for all GAC teams that it's going to be really hard at the end of the year to decide who on this team is going to get it.
Right, because like we talk about all the time, each player is just so talented. So it's definitely going to be a tough decision.
And, you're not going to see any of these frontline players for Ouachita being top 10 in kills in the conference or anything like that because there's so many of them that are so talented. As Brazil puts it down, Hansen, she's looking for Fairchild, and Haley Fairchild sees an opening in the corner and puts it right there. We're going to keep it right here and talk about this Tiger team. I mean, I said it as a joke earlier, but it really looks like this Tiger team wants to go to bed early tonight.
Yeah.
I mean, they let that one set pass them, and since then, they've really been electric on the ball tonight, and now a noticeable, stark 8-3 lead, and it's all really been from the play of Emily Adams and Leah Gardner in that front line. Gardner with 10 kills, 10 for 24 on the night. Emily Adams 13 for 33 with 13 kills. I mean, what do you do?
It's just incredible, really. I mean, since the second set, them taking that loss, I feel like they've just come back. They knew what they had to do to get the job done, and that's what we're seeing them do. And even that last play there, just time after time, it was like the Tigers were getting a kill. I just think the energy that they came out with after that second set has just allowed them to play so amazingly.
And now, after this timeout, Ouachita hopes to build on their 8-3 lead. Gardner on the serve, sends it right back to Constantino. Rocha. And Rocha finds the back corner this time, not letting Southeastern go down that easily. Great play there by Nolia Rocha, redshirt senior out of San Antonio. Now on the serve, Ruthie Forson.
And a great swing there by Emily Adams. She's going to earn herself yet another kill, giving her 14 kills for the night. And Peyton Church back to serve.
Peyton Church hasn't seen too much action in this one, but in the times that she does, I mean, great play by the fan there to give Church her first service ace of the day. And while, a lot of visiting teams, don't love the fan being there as a staple at Spec, both teams have that disadvantage.
Right.
And so it's just a stage hazard for them. Kisgan does get a hand on that one, so Southeastern takes the point. And serving it on Andrea Urzua, the junior out of Katy, Texas, today, looking for her first service ace. Hansen was looking for Fairchild there. Mills, nice slide in there by Jowls. Peyton Church on the free shot. Looking at Mills again. Great recovery by Kisgan. And miscommunication for Southeastern as the Tigers continue rolling in this. Coach Allison Frizzell-Kaiser really likes what she's seeing out of her team here. as they get closer and closer to taking outright 6th in the conference. But Brazil that time sends it over, and too far over. Patience Lewis, been a strong libero for Southeastern tonight. Now she serves it, 6 serving 11. Hansen, she's got Thetford, and Kaylee Thetford just contributing to this front line.
She's gonna take double-digit kills too, 10.
Cameron, like I said, I promise I don't want to talk about this front line too much, but
yeah.
It's just the story for this Tiger team. And whenever you see a Tiger win, that front line is going to be the main reason for it. As they've now got 4 players with double-digit kills. And really, to be honest, those 4 players are the 4 players that are getting all of the setups in that front line.
Yeah. And I mean, we probably do sound repetitive, but it's just something we can't not talk about, you know?
And Denari Mills being a staple in that front line for Southeastern is going to put her team at 7 points. Ouachita still with a 5-score lead. And here's an interesting stat for you. Any player on this Ouachita team with 15 or more kills or 15 or more total attempts has double-digit kills in this. And, just a stat showing that, the players that get to eat are going to eat.
Yeah.
And now that one going a little too far. Ouachita taking back that 5-point lead. Hansen on the serve, fielded well by Southeastern. Kisgan, nice dig, and Leah Gardner cleans up and puts it down. The sophomore does it again. And as you hear the OBU chants here in Spec, here's Courtney Hansen. Gardner looking at Adams. Emily Adams does it this time.
And great placement there. I mean, she took somewhat of a difficult set to play off of and use it to get her team the point.
And Southeastern thought it was going straight towards them, and great placement, like you said, by Emily Adams, as that time it's all Ruthie Forson with the strength overpowering both Gardner and Adams 1-on-2. And she's not going to let Southeastern go down without a fight. Here's Constantino, the junior out of Arlington, Texas. And her serve goes low. Avery Jowls, the lone senior on this Ouachita team, back to serve. Southeastern trying to recover, and Patience Lewis, what a play by the Southeastern defense to keep it from going down. Hansen looking for a player, and she finds Brazil that time, and Brazil knows exactly what to do with it.
I mean, each of their hitters have just been so on fire tonight.
And Brazil, with Flames trailing behind her, is going to go into this set now. Hansen, Kisgan sets it up for Emily Adams. What a night for the junior.
She's gonna earn herself her 16th kill.
And Emily Adams, just the disruption she creates is going to create a timeout for her team, and it's going to create a break for us, as now the Tigers sit just 7 away here on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network.
Whether you realize it or not, you see the work of bats and signs all around Arkadelphia. When you see the Badger equipment trailer on the way to a Badger game, Bats and Signs did that. When you're watching the Badgers, Tigers, or Reddies and see the signage that just really makes their facilities pop, Bats and Signs did that too. You see the signage in downtown Arkadelphia, on the campuses of Ouachita and Henderson, or the sign in your neighbor's yard supporting a candidate or their favorite Badger? Yep, Bats and Sign did that too. Longtime residents and supporters of all things Arkadelphia called Mark, Jared, Chris, or Ryan at Bats and Signs today to see what they can do for you.
And welcome back to the Sturgis Physical Education Center here on the campus of Ouachita Baptist University. And we've got just a bit more volleyball action for you. I'm Isaac Bourne, joined by Cameron Boyd. And what a night for the junior out of Arlington, Texas, Emily Adams. 16 kills on 36 attempts. I just feel like she can do anything out there.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm just seeing her getting kill after kill, and just the excitement on her face is making me excited, you know? I'm having fun watching her.
And that time, just going to get past Brazil there, and Kylie Kisgan unable to get fully under it, as Southeastern is going to hit double-digit points in this set for the first time. Back to serve, here's Moffitt. Kisgan under it, Hansen looking at Adams again, and Emily Adams, that's 17 for the junior! A night to remember for her, for sure.
I mean, just on fire.
I said Brazil had flames trailing behind her. And if that's so, then Emily Adams has an entire campfire behind her. Here's Hansen, she's looking at Brazil. And Riley Brazil's gonna take a kill. Brazil, usually the leader in kills, says, you know, Emily, at this point, I just want to compete with you. And Brazil has herself 12 kills on the night, as now her team sits just 5 away from winning this one outright. Lewis looking to Nocha, and Rocha's going to send that one out of bounds. And the Tigers just continue to roll in this final set. Cameron, they really let that lost second set get to them in the right way.
Yeah, it's just like they took it as momentum and they came out and they're getting the job done.
And this time, though, the score there goes to number 16, Emily Penson. That'll be Penson's first kill of the night. And then right when Southeastern thinks that they're getting momentum, unfortunately there Constantino sends that one too strong. And Ouachita now sitting just 3 away from a dominating final set to take it and end the night off. Jow's Hansen, she's looking at Fairchild. Patience Lewis. Hansen, she's got Brazil. Good back and forth with both teams. Miscommunication there, has to just send it over. And Hansen! Courtney Hansen! The little trickeration there for the Tigers sends Hillary McMahon to the ground on the bench as Maddie Landry has to resuscitate her. Just some energy on the bench for the girls in pink tonight. And you know, for those watching the players that are playing right now, I advise you to look over at the Tiger bench and quickly, before Ouachita takes this one, as they have some antics going on over there. And there it is. The error there for the Savage Storm leads to a Tiger win in dominating fashion. The night ends early here at the Sturgis Physical Education Center, and the Tiger fans are going to go back to their dorms and sleep happy tonight.
Yeah, I think it's just crazy how much of an energy shift we saw after that second set. They just proved to know what they knew what to do, and they did it.
And Cameron, you know, I'm a big basketball guy, so I have to go to the words of one of my favorite basketball players in the world, Jaylen Brown, making a tweet back when the Celtics were 19-21 on the season, just 2 seasons ago, in the season where they eventually made it to the NBA Finals. Jaylen Brown makes a tweet saying the energy is about to shift. And looking there over at number 21, Courtney Hansen, looks like she said just that to her team following that second set. As the energy goes from allowing a heartbreaking second set loss, and now look at the energy for the girls in pink now. The Tigers take this one 3-1 following a absolutely crushing win, 25-11 in set number 4. And now Southeastern is going to go across the street to play Henderson State tomorrow with a little bit of morale down. As for the Tigers, they don't have much of a break either, as fellow Oklahoma team East Central will be right back here at 4 o'clock tomorrow. And before we send this one off, I want to say it's been a great day. For those who have been with me all day, thank you for tuning in at 3 o'clock to men's soccer versus Harding. And then thank you for tuning in tonight as Ouachita takes their win over Southeastern. And I ask that you tune in tomorrow at 2 o'clock as for a Friday matinee, the swim team just next door will be taking on Delta State at Wagoner Pool. And then 2 hours later, either I will be on the call or I will not be, depending on the length of the swim meet. We'll be right here as East Central comes to town to take on the Tigers of Ouachita. But as for now, this has been Isaac Bourne, joined by Cameron Boyd, here on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network. Thank you, have a good night, and God bless.
Kevin Kugler of Westwood One.
Hi, everybody. It's Keith Brannick of the Memphis Grizzlies and Fox Sports Southeast.
This is Danielle Musselman.
This is Kyle Peterson with ESPN. This is Tom Hart of ESPN and the SEC Network. Thanks for tuning in to the Ouachita Sports Digital Network.